Is bronchitis in dogs contagious? Have you ever wondered if your furry friend could catch bronchitis from another dog? This question is important for pet owners to understand, especially when it comes to keeping our pets healthy. Let's break it down. Bronchitis in dogs can be contagious or non-contagious, depending on the type. It is essential to know the difference between acute infectious bronchitis and chronic bronchitis to assess the risk of spreading the condition. Acute infectious bronchitis, often called canine infectious tracheobronchitis or kennel cough, is caused by infectious agents like viruses and bacteria. Common culprits include adenovirus type 2, parainfluenza virus, canine coronavirus, and Bordetella bronchiseptica. This form of bronchitis primarily affects the trachea and bronchial tubes and is highly contagious among dogs. The transmission occurs mainly through airborne droplets when an infected dog coughs or sneezes. It can also spread through direct contact with contaminated surfaces or other dogs. If your dog shows signs of acute bronchitis, it is crucial to isolate them from other dogs to prevent spreading the illness. Seeking veterinary advice promptly is essential for diagnosis and treatment. On the other hand, chronic bronchitis is a long-term inflammatory condition of the airways. This type is not contagious and is usually caused by non-infectious factors like allergies, irritants, or underlying respiratory conditions. Dogs with chronic bronchitis do not pose a transmission risk to other dogs or humans. However, it is important to note that some infectious agents that trigger acute bronchitis may lead to chronic bronchitis if not properly managed. Once chronic bronchitis is established, it cannot be transmitted. From a veterinary standpoint, managing bronchitis in dogs requires identifying whether the condition is acute and infectious or chronic and non-infectious. For infectious bronchitis, isolation and supportive care are necessary. This may include antibiotic or antiviral treatment to help your dog recover and reduce the risk of spreading the illness. For chronic bronchitis, the focus shifts to controlling inflammation and managing symptoms. Since it is not contagious, there is no need for isolation in this case. In summary, acute infectious bronchitis in dogs is contagious and requires isolation to prevent spreading. Chronic bronchitis is not contagious and does not pose a risk to other dogs or humans. Proper diagnosis and veterinary management are essential to determine the type of bronchitis and the appropriate treatment. Always consult your veterinarian if you suspect your dog has bronchitis to ensure they receive the best care possible.